Here's a bold statement. Marvel's live-action X-Men reboot could be its most challenging and potentially most rewarding project yet. But here's where it gets controversial. The key to its success might not lie solely in the comics, but in the animated masterpiece, X-Men '97. Yes, you read that right. While the comics are undeniably the foundation, X-Men '97 has set a new standard for how these characters should be brought to life. And Marvel Studios would be wise to take notes. Let's dive into 6 ways this animated series should inspire the upcoming reboot. And trust me, this is the part most people miss. 1. Wolverine, a team player, not the star. Wolverine has long been the face of the X-Men, especially in Fox's live-action films. From X-Men to the Wolverine, he dominated the screen, often at the expense of other characters. But X-Men '97 flips the script. Wolverine is still the badass we love, but he's no longer the center of attention. Instead, he's a strong, silent force, adding depth to the team dynamic without overshadowing others. This approach allows characters like Cyclops and Storm to shine, creating a more balanced and engaging ensemble. Isn't it time we saw the X-Men as a true team, not just Wolverine's supporting cast? 2. Storm, the Omega-level powerhouse. Let's be honest. Storm's live-action portrayals have been hit or miss. Halle Berry and Alexandra Shipp brought their own flair, but neither truly captured the essence of Aurora Monroe as an Omega-level mutant. X-Men '97 changes that. Here, Storm is not just a weather manipulator. She's a leader, a force of nature, and a character with a rich backstory that informs her every move. The reboot needs to embrace this version of Storm, showcasing her as the powerhouse she's always been in the comics. After all, why settle for a sidekick when you can have a hero who stands shoulder to shoulder with Thor? 3. Team dynamics beyond the battlefield. The live-action films often reduce the X-Men's relationships to superficial rivalries or romantic triangles. X-Men '97, however, dives deep into the family dynamics that make this team so compelling. From Scott and Jean's evolving relationship to Rogue's conflicted feelings for Gambit and Magneto, the show explores the emotional core of these characters. Even Wolverine's unlikely bond with Morph adds layers to his gruff exterior. These connections aren't just backstory. They're what make the X-Men feel like a family. Shouldn't the reboot prioritize these relationships to give audiences characters they can truly care about? 4. Reimagining iconic characters. Professor X and Magneto's rivalry has been the backbone of every X-Men film, but X-Men '97 dares to shake things up. Charles Xavier seeks a new life among the stars, while Magneto steps into a leadership role before being pushed back into villainy. This fresh take opens the door for new threats like Bastion and Mr. Sinister, while giving Cyclops the chance to prove himself as a leader. Marvel Studios could play it safe with the first-class formula, but why not take a page from X-Men '97 and reinvent these characters for a new era? Isn't it time we saw something truly unexpected? 5. Embracing the comic lore. Fox's X-Men films often strayed from the comics, and while some deviations worked, many left fans scratching their heads. X-Men '97 proves that even the most complex comic storylines can be adapted successfully. From Jean Grey's clone to the Genosha attack, the show weaves together intricate arcs while staying true to the source material. By merging and reimagining storylines, it creates a narrative that's both faithful and fresh. With so much untapped potential in the comics, shouldn't the reboot follow suit and give fans the stories they've been craving? 6. Comic-accurate costumes. A must. Let's address the elephant in the room. The black leather suits of the early films were a mistake. While practical for the time, they lacked the personality and vibrancy of the comic costumes. X-Men 97 embraces the colorful, iconic designs that make each character unique, and Avengers Doomsday is reportedly doing the same. Jake Schreier's Reboot has the chance to finally bring these costumes to life in a way that feels authentic and exciting. After all, why hide the personalities of these characters behind bland uniforms? Final thoughts, a call to action. X-Men 97 isn't just a great animated series. It's a blueprint for how to do the X-Men justice. By focusing on team dynamics, embracing comic lore, and reimagining iconic characters, it sets a high bar for the live-action reboot. But here's the real question. Can Marvel Studios rise to the challenge, or will they play it safe? What do you think? Should the reboot follow X-Men 97's lead, or chart its own course? Let's debate in the comments. I'm all ears.